decision time. TNA referee Earl Hebner, he's in charge of the official documents. But now we must get an answer. Will Samoa Joe return the NWA World Heavyweight title belt, or will he be immediately removed from the TNA roster? It's time to get his answer. He is the undefeated Samoan submission machine. He is Samoa Joe.
Well, we see him coming down the ramp, belt in hand, but it's decision time for this man. In my mind, he's proved his point. He's got TNA management's attention. He's let the world know what he feels about the heavyweight championship. But now, the decision has to be made. Give the belt back or be removed from the roster.
This is what we've been waiting for. It's decision time. Samoa Joe, we need your answer. What's it going to be?
Well, you can see him studying the documents.
Samoa Joe, turning the belt back in or not?
Oh! He just ripped it up right there in front of Mike today.
There's your answer.
You just, whoa!
He threw him in my face. Hell no, he's not going to give the title belt back. But can you believe it? Kurt Angle's in the Impact Zone.
Listen to this crowd. Absolutely going nuts. Oh, what a way to make a statement.
Uh-oh. Samoa Joe laying down the NWA World's Heavyweight title belt. It's almost as if he's daring Angle to cross the line.
Look at that. Look at Kurt Angle's face. Look at the eyes of Kurt Angle. And you gotta wonder if even Samoa Joe can be intimidated right now.
Here's the face-off. They're nose to nose. My God, it's Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle.
Listen to this crowd.
Oh my God, Kurt Angle just headbutted Samoa Joe. Olympic slam. Olympic slam by Angle and Samoa Joe.
Man, everybody's going crazy. He just absolutely set it up as he slammed it with the headbutt, and he's got the belt in his hand.
Oh my God, what a picture this is. Kurt Angle holding the NWA World's Heavyweight title belt. Here comes Joe.
And Joe's busted open over his eye as he's bleeding down his eye. And look at that kick right to the head of Kurt Angle. And he's so bad right now. I can't believe it.
He just drilled Angle in the head with that kick. Kurt Angle, the man who's going to be the special enforcer for the Jeff Jarrett Sting match. That's Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett just got the belt.
As the crowd coming in, if you can see the melee and security pulling him apart.
Jarrett's got possession once again of the NWA World Heavyweight title. Security officials separate him. Separate him.
Look at that look on Samoa Joe's face.
Oh my God, he's going to go back again. Look at this, he's fighting through security. There they go.
I mean, it's just not stopping. And they're going nuts again. Samoa Joe just wants a piece of Angle. Angle wants a piece of Joe.
We'll see you this Sunday. You can't miss it. You've got to be a Bound for
Wow, what a night Bound for Glory was this last Sunday night, and the action continues tonight here on Impact. We have received word that tonight, live in the Impact Zone for the very first time, Kurt Angle will speak to the fans directly.
Kurt Angle's in the building tonight, right?
Yeah.
And he's going to speak. Everybody's going to get to know him a little bit better. Well, Kurt, me and you have already got to know each other. Tonight, we get up close and personal.
First time ever, live in the Impact Zone, the man who meets Samoa Joe at Genesis. Yes, Kurt Angle talks live here on Impact.
I came out here because I know that I will be the special ringside enforcer for one of the greatest main event matches of all time. But one thing you don't have to do for me, I want you to look in my eyes. I don't need a buffer to keep Samoa Joe away. Because if somebody would have came down that ring and headbutted me and pumped my ass out like I did. The same thing.
Here he comes! Here goes Samoa Joe! Look at this! Here they go! He's sitting down and doesn't know it! They just go right at it! Let me fight! I said, Yo, let me fight! Let me fight! And here goes This is unreal! This is surreal! They don't care right now about anything else that's going on tonight. They just want to get a hold of each other bad.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the Impact Zone, the only Olympic gold medalist in professional wrestling history, Kurt Angle!
Bound for Glory, yes, it was incredible. But make your plans now to join us for Genesis on November the 19th when it finally goes down. The Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle to meet Samoa Joe one-on-one.
I have never felt electricity like I feel anytime Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe are within 10 feet of each other. It's been unreal from the beginning. Kurt Angle with the mic.
You know, a lot of people ask me why I left the other place and came to TNA. They asked, was I fired? They asked, was it a mutual release? They even asked if I quit. And I'll tell you the truth why I quit, and that's exactly what happened. I quit. But I didn't want to quit wrestling. I just wanted to wrestle for the best audience in the whole world. And you're right here. Right here. People at home, listen to them. Listen to these people. They're right here. TNA. 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 It's real. It's damn real. Now, the other reason why I came to TNA is because there is no other company with the talent, the wrestlers that TNA has. Nobody compares to the talent that's backstage. And I wanted to be a part of that talent. I wanted to kick every one of their asses. Because I wanted to prove that I was the best here in TNA. Because when you're the best in TNA, you're the best in the damn world, baby.
Is there a better authority to make that statement than Kurt Angle? No!
Now, the one man in particular that made me want to quit and come to TNA was a man who was undefeated. on a second. Am I terrified of Samoa Joe? Yeah. You're damn right I'm terrified of him. You would be too if you had to get in the ring with him. But you know what? That's what makes me the best, because I love fear. When I am feared, I wrestle my best. I kick people's asses. I make them tap out. I break their damn ankles.
No one more intense in wrestling than Kurt Angle.
Now Samoa Joe is undefeated. He's unbeatable. He's unbreakable. But one thing that TNA at the headquarters forgot to tell me is I didn't know Samoa Joe was a bleeder.
Whoa.
I love bleeders.
Well,
Joe, you want to bleed again? Come on.
here he comes.
This thing has just been unreal from the beginning. And look at this. Joe goes right after him. He could have tried. We knew it was too big for both of them. And they just gotta fight every time they're around each other.
Oh, you're not kidding. The two men who are finally going to square off at Genesis on November the 19th, all being held apart by security. Oh, I'm not sure if they're going to be able to keep them separated.
And there they go. They can't even hold them back. I mean, these guys have a hatred for each other. I mean, it's unbelievable. They just can't stand it. Joe feels like he came in here and invaded his turf. And Kurt Angle knows he wants to beat the best.
Here we go again. Samoa Joe's free. Samoa Joe and Angle exchanging. We have never had a situation like this in TNA. And finally, here comes the locker room, the dressing room, the wrestlers from the back they've emptied out to try and keep them apart.
Well, they know that security can't hold them back. Security can't stop it. It's up to the wrestlers to try to make some sense out of this and hold them off till Genesis on November 19th.
They filled up the ring to try and keep Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe separated. Look at the eyes of Angle.
I mean, look at Joe. He got loose again, and he goes right to the pile. This is unreal. I've never seen such intensity. Everybody tried to pull him apart, and it's taken the whole locker room to do it.
I've never seen anything like this either. It's like these two men are possessed. Anything within their power to get at each other. Here comes Angle again. Here comes,
Look at Angle and Joe. The blows are raining. These two guys are unbelievable.
Adrenaline rush now. Adrenaline rush now. Adrenaline rush now.
You know, everybody wants to know what I think of Kurt Angle. Kurt, you're one of the best in the world.
Why Samoa Joe? I handpicked Samoa Joe. He is the top of the food chain here. He's undefeated in TNA. And I want to prove that I am the best in the world.
Of course, you lay claim to being the best in the world. But you know that's not true yet. You know that's not true. Because you haven't beat the best in the world. You haven't beaten me yet, Kurt.
Going into this match, I have a lot to gain. And I do have a lot to lose. I have a reputation.
He thinks my blood's a trophy.
I made Samoa Joe bleed.
Well, if anybody knows my history here in this company, I've carried a lot of people's blood around. And I flaunted it as a trophy.
And he knows deep down in his heart, he may be undefeated. But unless he beats Kurt Angle, he can never be in the top ranks of professional wrestling.
Kurt, for everything that you've accomplished, for everything that you are, there is no doubt, unarguably, you are a fierce and competitive warrior. There is no doubt that you don't know the meaning of the word quit.
I enjoy inflicting pain.
Nobody can hurt you like I can hurt you. For everything you have, for everything you train for, you can't train for me. You can't train for violence. You can't train for pain.
I invite Samoa Joe at any time to come right to me, face to face, and take me on. In, out of the ring, it doesn't matter.
I never got into this for accolades. I never got into this for recognition. I got into this because this is what I am. This is what I feel. This is what I trained to be. A warrior, Kurt.
I have never been more focused in my life.
How do I handle the greatest match of my career? How do I handle the most formidable opponent I've ever faced?
My match against Samoa Joe, I'll guarantee you this. It's gonna be match of the year.
There's only one guarantee. It's that come Genesis, I will beat you. Come Genesis, you will tap out. Come Genesis, I'm gonna crush you.
I want Samoa Joe to remember this match the rest of his career, if not the rest of his life.
I am Samoa Joe, Kurt. I am undefeated in TNA wrestling. Kurt, you will be broken.
TNA, it's a division that's not about weight limits, it's about no limits. And then you see the power of Samoa Joe right there. Every bit of the momentum Jay Lethal had ended right there in that moment on the mat.
Think about it this Sunday at Genesis. It's the Olympic Slam. It's the ankle lock of Kurt Angle versus, yes, the Muscle Buster and the Coquina Clutch, the rear naked choke. And here comes the Muscle Buster out of the corner.
He's got it. He hits it. And you can see Jay Lethal just go limp like a rag doll. And then there is the Coquina Clutch.
There it is. Rear naked choke applied. And Jay Lethal taps out
Ladies and
immediately.
gentlemen, here is your winner, the undefeated Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe!
And look at this, Mike. Joe's not letting up. He's not letting loose. It looks like Jay Lethal's running out of air, and you can see Sanjay Dutt coming in to help, and he goes in to break up Joe because Joe was not going to relinquish that hold.
X Division pioneer Jerry Lynn, as well as Chris Sabin, looking on from the top of the ramp. Sanjay Dutt out to try to make the save for his buddy Jay Lethal. And whoa, on the receiving end of that snap slam. And did you see the look on Sabin's face?
Oh, I mean, he just shows no concern whatsoever. And you see him now coming in, and look at this.
He puts on the brakes. Sabin says he's not going to save his partner, his tag team. What the hell's going on
And
here?
you can see Sanjay Dutt. He's in the same hold, and he's lost all air. Now Jerry Lynn can't believe that Chris Sabin wouldn't go out there to help his former partner. Oh, Joe is just absolutely terrorizing everybody that comes into the ring.
Let's hear from the undefeated Samoa Joe.
Angle! These people want it, and I want it. I want your blood.
Tonight, it's 2 hours of total non-stop action. It's 6 sides of steel, barbed wire cage, Christian Cage and Rhino, plus Kurt Angle's in-ring debut. What's going on outside? Had to happen. The phenomenal AJ Styles against Christian Cage. What a great opportunity for Styles to gain revenge.
Throw in Sting versus the Monster Abyss that's out there now for the Heavyweight Championship. Throw in LAX against America's Most Wanted for the NWA World Tag Team Championships. What a card! Genesis, the build-up is incredible, and it's all because of that man right there, the Olympic gold medalist, as the crowd yelling Kurt Angle, yelling his name, yelling Angle. Wow, what electricity we're feeling right here, Mike.
Great uppercut by the Olympic gold medalist, and Angle rocks the monster and caught him with another one. Kurt Angle, he is driven by the constant need to prove himself as the best in the world at whatever it is that he does, and he will have that opportunity Sunday at Genesis against Samoa Joe. It's for the bragging rights. It's for the bragging rights to prove that they are the best in the world today.
You can see right here, though, Kurt Angle having to succumb to the weight and the power of the Monster Abyss. You got to wonder to yourself, is this a good move for Kurt Angle? Yes, he hasn't wrestled in quite a while, so this is a chance to get himself ready, because you better be ready this Sunday, because Samoa Joe will be. But also, oh, nice shot right there as he takes the legs out of the Monster Abyss. You got to wonder, can the Monster Abyss take enough out of him to make it rough on him this Sunday at Genesis?
What a great move. The chop block by Angle takes down the 350-pounder. And Don, this is a question that we've had. Huge size advantage here for the Monster Abyss. The same thing holds true this Sunday at Genesis when he faces Samoa Joe. But if you think about it, maybe the most impressive thing of his entire career, and especially his amateur career, he was outweighed. He was outsized by wrestlers who were 30-plus pounds heavier than him. And, of course, he went on to become a 3-time Division I All-American.
You can see right there Abyss doing whatever he has to do to break that hold. Think of the different styles that you got of Angle and Samoa Joe. Think of the different styles that you got of the Monster Abyss and Sting, as they're both in such high-profile matches this Sunday. Oh, what a great feeling as we're watching history tonight. And now you can see Abyss has got him up high. Oh, he nails it, and Angle bows up right there on the mat, writhing in pain.
The monster connects with the shock treatment, the sit-down backbreaker. And you're right, Kurt Angle's in trouble. And Wait a minute, what is this? You know, this is what TNA is all about. You can expect the unexpected, and here comes James Mitchell with a wheelbarrow full of thumbtacks. There's thousands of them.
You knew they were going to be close by. As you can see, James Mitchell pouring them all over the floor. Oh, man, you don't want to miss any part of this. This is total non-stop action at its finest.
And welcome back, everyone, to the continuation of our primetime main event matchup. The Monster Abyss against Kurt Angle in his TNA debut. Right before we went to commercial break, James Mitchell wheeled down those thousands and thousands of thumbtacks, and you know how much Abyss loves to use them as a weapon.
And he's got the momentum right here. You can see Angle's dazed. Angle's trying to get his bearings. This is a chance for the Monster Abyss to end this. I mean, think about that, putting him through those tacks on the concrete floor, and he's got him up right here. Oh, Angle looks helpless, and here comes the Abyss. Look out!
Wow, just before he went into the tacks, Angle able to shove him off, and then answers with a big shot and an uppercut that rocks the Monster.
I'll tell you, you can look at the look in Angle's face as he puts his head into the ring post. It was like the light just came on. He realized how close it was as he slammed his head right there in the steel steps.
You're right. From one steel ring post to the steel steps, and then in great uppercut-style knee that has Abyss on the defensive and a double sledge off the apron.
Kurt Angle right now is a man possessed. You can see it. He can feel it. He was so close to being jammed in those tacks, and now, but then again, that quickly, the Monster Abyss turns it around and slams him into the rail.
He just flung him right into the unprotected steel guardrail, and Angle hit it at a very bad angle with his ribs crashing into the steel.
Oh, you can see him writhing in pain, and this is a chance for the Monster Abyss to take advantage. Right now of Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle has done so much with the Monster Abyss still standing.
Want to remind you, all the late breaking news as we head into this Sunday's Genesis pay-per-view. It's the Road to Genesis. It airs this Saturday at midnight right here on Spike TV.
You can see the Monster Abyss. He can smell victory right here as he rolls Kurt Angle into the middle of the ring, and Kurt Angle trying to get to his feet. It's like everything he's doing, he seems to get an advantage at one point, but yet the size and the power of Monster Abyss is just too much.
Oh, no question. The Monster wants to spoil the TNA in-ring debut of the Olympic gold medalist. He's going to take Angle up. Oh, look at the blood rushing to the head of Kurt Angle, and he powers him down to the mat.
Oh, he just held him up there, and it seemed like time was standing still, and it had to feel that way to Kurt Angle.
10, 2, that's 350 pounds right across the chest of Kurt Angle, who avoids the 3 count.
Almost a little nonchalant, I thought, with that left arm on the face of Kurt Angle, but this is his way, I think, of toying with him. This is also a way for Abyss to send a message to Sting this Sunday at Genesis.
Let's break it down for Sunday. Samoa Joe, Kurt Angle. Let's analyze it. Better technical wrestler.
Kurt Angle by far.
Better striker.
Oh, Samoa Joe with his knees in his hands, he's amazing.
How about the size advantage?
You would think Samoa Joe, Mike, but we know Kurt Angle hasn't made a living above beating people that were twice his size.
You're right. He thrives in that pressure situation. Ladies and gentlemen, there's never been a match like this in professional wrestling in years. It goes down this Sunday. Angle gonna take him on and just drop the fist right on his head.
I mean, this guy I don't know where he finds it. It looked like the Monster Abyss had him. You can see the crowd trying to cheer Angle on, and it looked like Abyss had him finished, but Kurt Angle reached down. I mean, this is why he's one of the greatest wrestlers in the history of this business. He's able to reach down and find something that others can't.
Angle slowly making his way back up to his feet. Abyss at the same time. Both men back up to the vertical base at the same time. Swinging this with a clothesline. Oh, German suplex. That's a 350-pound man he took over. And a second one, and watch him maintain his control. He's still got the grip.
He just did it 2 in a row, and he's going for a third. You gotta be kidding. 3 German suplexes in a row. That's unbelievable, Mike. Unreal.
We've never seen Abyss handled like that before. And the straps are down. And Angle fires up.
Oh, you can see that look in his eyes. He's got it now, and he's waiting for Abyss to turn right into him. And he can take home.
Oh, man, he went for that Olympic slam, but Abyss avoided it. Look out!
Black Gold Slam! He caught Angle with the Black Gold Slam. 1, 2. Oh, you gotta be kidding. He's able to get out of that. That's unreal. I've got to see that again. How did he break that count, Mike?
Oh, we've got to take another look. Let's check out the replay. Here it is.
You can see right here. He goes up to get him. Abyss able to get out of it, and then the Black Gold Slam. Looks like it's done. And somehow just in the nick of time.
Uh-oh. Now, Abyss measuring Angle. He's got the hand. He's got the arm up into the air. You know that he's going to try and goozle him. Here comes a choke slam.
He's got a hold of it right here. If he can get the full extension and slam him down, that could be... Wait a minute. He's got it.
Oh, he's got it. There it is. Angle's got it cinched in. There's the ankle lock.
Think about this. If he gets Samoa Joe in that ankle lock this Sunday, will it be the first time that Samoa Joe taps out? Think about that as you see. He's got the ankle lock grinding in the Monster Abyss.
And you know Abyss, he's never tapped out. But with Angle gets that ankle lock on Samoa Joe, the 1.5-year winning streak could come to an end Sunday, and he pulls Abyss back to the middle of the ring.
Think of the strength that takes as Abyss, with everything he's got, trying to go to the ropes. Kurt Angle just pulls him right back to the middle, and now he's applying it even harder. And look at the Monster Abyss. He's thinking about it. You can see it. He's never been in this position before.
Oh, doing everything within his power to fight through that pain, to try and make it to the ropes, to get the rope break, and he barely grazed the ropes, and referee Rudy Charles says no.
And you can see here, Kurt Angle applies it even harder. And look at this. Abyss, you can see the pain even through the mask. And is he going to tap out?
Yes!
He does.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Kurt Angle!
What an incredible debut! What an incredible 2-hour primetime special! And it ends with his hand raised in victory! The best wrestler in professional wrestling, Kurt Angle, victorious over the Monster Abyss. Uh-oh, here comes Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe, he doesn't even realize he's in the ring. The man he's got to face this Sunday at Genesis. And look at that look. And he goes at him, but I think Angle suspected something. Wow.
Belly to belly, released him overhead with the suplex. He challenges Joe to get to his feet. There it is. Oh, he went for that Olympic slam. Oh, and Joe counters. He answers with a vicious lethal kick.
We talked about those kicks earlier. It's amazing that he can get those kicks up that high. And with everything that Kurt Angle's gone through against the Monster Abyss, he didn't have any defense, but he kicked him in the back of the head perfectly like that.
We talked about what happens if Angle gets Joe in the ankle lock. But what happens? Oh, there it is. He's got the ankle lock on him just as the rear naked choke was about to be applied.
I'll tell you what, he's able to slip with it, slip through it there. Samoa Joe couldn't hold on. Obviously, wait a minute. Joe able to flip him through the ropes. That's incredible. Able to use his body weight and his momentum to flip Joe through the ropes onto the floor.
Well, it's a fresh Samoa Joe. He's tuck and rolled and sent Angle out to the arena floor. Wait, whoa, where's he going? He's going to go for a steel chair.
Oh, you can see this. He's got it. He snaps it shut. Oh, man, he wants to inflict as much damage as he can.
Look out, Kurt.
Oh, he crashes him right in the face. Unbelievable shot right there by Joe.
Look at the impact. Check out the replay. The steel chair driven right into the face of Kurt Angle. My God.
I mean, look at it. Kurt Angle right there. He doesn't even know where he's at. It's Samoa Joe now just toying with him. After everything that Kurt Angle went through with the Monster Abyss, he's helpless right now to the hands of the Samoan submission machine.
Kurt Angle is unconscious. Kurt Angle is defenseless. And Samoa Joe has rolled him into the ring. And look at Joe right in his face.
But the Monster Abyss is getting up right here. Maybe he doesn't understand what's going on. Maybe he's going to attack Joe. You can see him looking at Samoa Joe.
And still limping, feeling the after effects of the Kurt Angle ankle lock. And are they going to square off?
They're trying to communicate in some way. And, oh, man, it looks like they're getting ready to take it on right here. Now wait a minute. He points down to Kurt Angle like he's handing Kurt Angle. And now they double team Kurt Angle. Unbelievable.
Oh, like a pack of wolves. Abyss and Samoa Joe putting the boots to Kurt Angle. Wait a minute, Mitchell up on the ring apron directing traffic. There goes Angle, shoulder first right into the steel post.
How much more can he take? Samoa Joe's going to ensure it. He just pounds him right there into the head. Just puts him at the top and he knees him right there. How much more can Kurt Angle take and still be ready for this Sunday at Genesis?
Vicious, violent beatdown by Samoa Joe and the Monster Abyss. And you're right, Don, without question, Samoa Joe doing everything within his power to try and weaken Kurt Angle for this Sunday.
And the crowd yelling, "We want Sting! We want Sting!" and the lights go out. Where could he be? Where could he be?
Lightning bolts in the impact zone. Check up in the rafters. Here he comes. Sting repelling from the ceiling.
He comes right down here to the table, right here in front of us. Sting! Look at this! He jumps right on top of Abyss, right into the thousands and thousands of tags.
Oh my God, the cross body block by
Sunday night.
Oh, look at Sting unload. Baseball bat shot after baseball bat shot. Now charges, and there goes the monster to the floor.
He just takes that bat right to him, and now you can see Abyss trying to find a way to get out. He finds his way to the ramp, but Sting just follows him right through, giving him shot after shot with the bat.
Great call. Abyss backpedals, and Sting follows up. Continuous shots, and there's another one by Sting right to the leg and the knee.
You can see Mitchell as you see Kurt Angle still laying there, motionless, almost lifeless, right there on the mat, and now with Sting gone, Joe now can do whatever he wants to Kurt Angle, and look at this, man.
Yeah, of all things, Samoa Joe applies Kurt Angle's patented submission hold. He's got the ankle lock on Kurt Angle.
This is unreal as he's just applying the pressure, showing Kurt Angle that, you know what, I'll be able to beat you with your own move this Sunday at Genesis.
Wait a minute, something's going down in the back. Do we have a camera in place? There's some commotion in the locker room.
Oh, what's this? Sting hanging upside down. Somehow Dave Mitchell must have had a trap laid. As you can see, Abyss now has the bat with Sting hanging upside down, and he's giving him the business.
Oh, you're not kidding. Sting strung up in steel chains, and look at the head of Kurt Angle. Look at the blood flow from his head as we cut backstage, and the monster Abyss continues this beating.
Samoa Joe giving the headbutt right back to Kurt Angle, reminding him of what Kurt Angle did to him the first time they faced off, and look at the blood pouring down Angle's face.
Blood flowing from the head of Angle. Rear naked choke applied. Samoa Joe, Kurt Angle, this Sunday at Genesis.